YouTube, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? Guys and girls doing? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, please subscribe and please like. But welcome back to Choker TV, where today we're going back to see what's going on with El Chapo, the meat cleaver at Northwestern Cutlery. Trying to get an update and see what's the next steps and how long it's going to take, how long they think it's going to take, what they think may be needed to complete the modification of El Chapo. So stay tuned and we'll be there. Hello. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Walter.
Yes.
How are you, bud?
I'm doing good.
Here, sit.
I'm just enjoying this heat wave.
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Hold it. There. So that's all it's left. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
How are you doing?
How's everything going?
Good.
Yeah, this guy with the Cleaver.
Yeah, I'm the Cleaver guy.
The Cleaver guy.
Yeah, El Chapo. Oh, look at that. Looks better already. How are you doing, Nick?
Layers. Look at that.
You know what?
So this is just taking off layers. See that? So I just stick it back in.
Okay.
And then wipe it down. And I got another layer comes off. Even taking off stuff on the handle too.
So you think that handle is not going to be salvageable, huh?
Well, so I was talking to a few friends about it.
Okay.
It could be, again, the hardest part is trying to recreate something.
Okay.
And it's the most expensive thing. To sit there and spend hours trying to recreate something. Making something from new without a template, easy. Making something new with a template that you have to follow, that's really hard to like recreate it perfectly. So, I mean, there's a few options. One is, and you can see, look, there's a little maker's mark there now.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is
Oh,
cool.
that rust
I
can't
even get on that part too.
Maricopa?
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
So,
That is cool. It's really cool.
all this, the rust is treated. This is still the quote question mark, but you said you just wanted to kind of keep it behind a box or something, right?
Yeah, I mean...
So we could wood fill this, like clean the wood up, obviously sand it.
Okay.
We got a little room right here with the ferrule to kind of like make it flush. So we can go in a little bit, fill it full of wood filler, and then stain it so it'll at least cover it a little bit.
It may be, the rust may...
I mean, I treated it, so I mean, it's soaked all the way in.
Look at that.
So keeping it as original as possible would be wood filling it, sanding it down a little bit, and then how crazy do you want to go with the metal itself? Because again, you can take off, you can't put back on.
True.
So you can leave it.
A lot to take off though?
I mean, if we just sand it, I mean, I'm just gonna like sand it down. Well, basically fill that full of wood filler, and then sand it down. Keeping all the little details and stuff like that, but just basically taking off, I don't know, a millimeter, a 1/16 of an inch off here, making it all flush, and then just kind of sanding all this stuff down. Do you want to keep the rustic kind of look, or? Because no matter what, there's going to be pitting, right? I mean, all those little black holes, that's where it's actually eating the metal away. So you can go in, there may be a few of those left, because again, some are deeper than others. You're taking away layers, right? So if we take away a few layers, there still could be some. And that's kind of nice. I think it looks cool with that antique-y.
Keep it kind of like, And this right here, you think it would be really...
I mean, we'll redo the bevel.
Okay.
Like you can see the heaviest pitting is right there.
Okay.
I mean, you can just feel
describe like that stuff, this is the bevel.
Yep. So your primary bevel is the general overall shape of the knife itself.
Okay.
You know, this is a cleaver, so it's a pretty straight type of grind in terms of, you know, you have two faces that meet in an apex secondary bevel. It's made to take a beating. You know, so
but this
we'll just redo it.
It'll be straight though, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be kind of. Here. I don't have an exact representation, but what I mean by like it'll be like that wide right there.
Okay.
All on that because we have to go up.
Okay.
So it'll probably come up to about right here.
Okay.
And we'll keep that shape and size. We can't open it up a bit to bring that bevel up higher, but I think something around there would be kind of a good idea.
Okay.
And then that'll catch it up to about right here. So all this will be flat. We'll bring that secondary bevel up to about right there in that line, and then do the same here. So obviously we're going to try and keep this.
Yes. Oh, please. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll try to keep that up to about there.
What does that say? It's,
I think it says Maricopa. I got no idea. But I think let's keep it rustic from here down so we can hold on to this.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of bring it up here to about that.
Okay, but you won't lose any width on it, right?
No.
You know
well, I mean, a little bit. If we keep it completely rustic, basically would be kind of leaving it like this.
You know what I'm going to do? Whatever your professional... No, seriously, whatever you think would look nice, because you know, this is what you do.
Yeah.
So whatever you think would look nice, then let's go with it.
So it, I guess to me, depends on if you want to keep it looking rustic, like where it came from, or do you want to make it try to look as good as it possibly could possibly.
Can you get the best of both worlds?
Well, isn't that okay? So yeah, so we'll keep a little of this rustic kind of look, but we'll clean up the steel a little bit. We'll bring up this bevel just so it kind of looks nice and clean and tight.
Okay.
Polish a lot of this stuff off.
Okay.
Sand the handle down. Fill it with wood fill.
Okay.
Sand the handle down again. Stain it. I don't know what kind of stain or how dark you want to go, but
I mean, it doesn't
relatively dark.
Yeah, it could. Not really dark. I mean, just
kind of like that.
yeah.
Okay. And then keep that like that.
That's amazing because that looked like.
Oh yeah. Gone.
Yeah.
So the only guesswork is the inside, but I mean, I've soaked the handle. I've soaked everything. If there was rust, it's at least treated.
Okay.
So that'll stabilize it and hopefully not continue to rust and degrade. So clean it up a little bit, keep a little of this kind of old antique-y look. We'll bring the bevel up, wood fill, sand, stain.
With these cleavers, I always wonder, is this for hanging? Is that what this for? Okay.
Yeah, wall hook.
Okay.
Totally. I mean, either they're punched or they're drifted, but this looks really, really tight. Some people can say you can age them based on that, like how they were put in. But I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, it's definitely old.
Oh yeah.
It's old. Yeah. How old? I don't know. I was doing a little bit of research when I saw that the other day. I took off about 4 layers, and then I could finally see that Maricopa.
That's impressive.
There's no other date. There's no other markings. It just says Maricopa.
Maricopa. That's cool.
So far, so good, man. That's the only question mark, but you're not going to use it. You're not going to be beating up on meat. No. Yeah. So let's keep it as original as possible. Make it look as good as possible.
Okay.
Fill in some couple mistakes, but maybe you can put it on the wall. Oh, that's perfect. The Maricopa's on this side. So you could put it in the wall like that, because this is the back side.
Roast the whole pig and we start hanging it up on there.
Just get violent.
One last pig roast.
So now with this, when you start sharpening, you use like.
I'm gonna use the belts, just because it's easier.
Oh, okay.
It's easier, it's faster, it's cheaper.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. And then we use water too. So.
Okay.
We have a water pump system that pumps water, so that keeps the temperature low.
Okay.
Again, if you overheat steel, you lose the temper of it. So we try to keep it as cool as possible, so we don't mess with any sort of the hard properties of the steel itself. Okay. Old cleavers like that are what they call work hardened too. Okay. So it's probably going to be so hard. The steel itself, after banging on steel for hundreds and hundreds of years, like eventually it hardens itself again. So
Really?
old cleavers are super hard, like super hard. Because again, they've just been used for years and years and years and years, banging and banging away.
You use this everyday carry then?
Yeah, it's probably hard, man. Oh yeah, like serious. It's been through some things.
Look at how when it dries.
But yeah, most of it's
cool.
gone.
That's cool.
Because yeah, you got to kind of pick at it a little bit, take all the rust, scrape it, and then stick it back in. But basically, it's treating it from ferric oxide to another type of ferric tetra, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, the
But
technical stuff. Okay.
it's just treating it. So at the end of the day, at least the rust is taken care of.
Okay.
And hopefully it won't continue to rust.
Okay.
Rust
You
begets
decided
rust.
cross. Okay, there
Yeah,
you go.
oh, well,
There you go.
because rust begets rust. Once it's rusted,
I know.
it's always gonna rust.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part with these things.
Okay.
Gotta make sure it doesn't continue to happen.
Real quick, how long have you been doing this?
Me?
Yeah.
Fixing things?
Well, with the knives.
Restorations?
Yeah.
I mean, I was a chef for years. And it was one of those things that I picked up because everybody would be, partying and drinking at the end of the night, and I would sharpen their knives and make some cash. But it's what I had to learn as an apprentice chef.
Okay.
Then did that, and then I was a butcher for a few years.
Okay.
And then when the butcher shop I was working at that was closed, I walked around the corner to Northwestern Cutlery and got a job there.
Really? Okay.
I was always doing it as a way to do my other jobs, but then I did it full time. But I've always been restoring things. Like I have a straight razor that I've been restoring for years and
Really?
playing with and stuff. I just think that stuff is cool. Well, we're trying to do a few more stuff like that too. I'm always playing around with cool stuff. So. So I got to put on this today.
Look at that. Look how you get the. I don't want to touch this. Like
Yeah,
the.
go ahead.
That I don't know if that was that color or just.
Kasumi.
Okay.
So yeah, completely redone.
Oh, look at the edge
Finished
on there
off.
too.
Yep.
I don't know what that means, but. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, man. So I was trying to do cool things, trying to bring them back. It's fun.
It's
It's
fun.
a
It is
it's a
fun.
cool
It's
puzzle, and you gotta
Yeah.
put it together.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, I'm not gonna take up your time. I know you're
Cool.
busy.
So I'll probably dunk it for another day because I keep pulling up like stuff like this.
Okay. Like I said,
Pull it off, stick it back in. Pull it off, stick it back
no
in.
rush at all. No rush at all.
And then I'll start working on the handle first, and then I'll work on this second, and then put it all together.
Okay. Cool.
But should be good. I'll treat the handle too. So I think a lot of this. I mean,
Like what, a polyurethane maybe on there? Or?
I'm always gonna do something natural. So soak it in some sort of hydrating like oil.
Okay.
Probably mineral oil for a day or two just to hydrate the wood, expand it as much as possible, and then kind of treat it naturally. We could do teak wood, we could do boiled linseed oil, kind of give it that antique-y look.
Whatever you think looks good. I'm going by your.
Well, I'll be in touch with you. I'll let you know what's going
I was
on.
gonna tell you too. This is how I with these masks. You walk past somebody, you be like, oh, okay, Sam, It's like you don't even know who people are now. So okay, cool.
No, that's cool, man. It's definitely gonna be cool. And then hopefully I'll look up Maricopa.
Okay. All right, you guys can see the progress with El Chapo, the meat cleaver. Nick is doing a great job, and thanks for the explanation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And like I said before, subscribe and like. And as always, be blessed and not stressed.